Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft. We don't see this part of the server as often anymore. I was about to say that was epic, we dodged it, and then we hit the side and fell down. But that's fine, because we're looking directly at the place I want to talk about. I have been thinking about resurrecting a project, one that we haven't touched in a very long time, and that is our pirate castle. The last time we worked on this, we built a flower garden. And yes, most of you are like, pirates, flowers, what are you thinking about, Asuma? I don't know. I'm not the best at giving a build a good story, and that's what we're trying to do here. So I'm thinking of turning it into a live stream project where I just work on it with the peeps in chat and we build some cool things in and around this castle. As you'll see, I have brought over some evoker and vindicator heads over here, and we're actually going to use those to populate this place with, I guess, illagers that are also pirates. The original idea was to use Wither Skeleton Skulls. We were going to collaborate with Iskall on this. And yes, the one over there has gone missing. I don't know if another hermit pinched it. Could have been me. Might have needed a beacon and then just forgotten about it. Who knows? Doesn't matter, because we're going to swap these over to the Evoker and Vindicator heads. The only difference between the two of them is that the Evoker has a collar. I really do wish there was more of a distinction. But these will be the inhabitants of this pirate castle, and I think it's going to be fantastic. But of course, we're going to need a whole bunch of leather to equip them. And we have been working on a leather farm recently over at the Mushroom Island. So it's time that I cracked on with that project. But first of all, I'd like to show you my time trials from the last episode, because we finished The Floor is Lava and I want to show you the score that I got. Okay, we're going to play this, and we're going to play this well. Oh yes, I need to look at the lamps. And then when they blink, I know we can go. There it is. Perfect. And we're doing it. This is a time trial, my friends, and I tell you what, look, it's so much easier now because this snake is longer. And yes, that's right, I'm calling it a snake. Now, the real thing for me is, can I remember the paths that I built? There we go, excellent. Let's quickly sprint over here and get the second one going. Now, this time we don't have lamps, and I'm failing to remember the layout, so feel like I'm playing this one blind. This is the one with the fast white corners. My goodness me, I've got to react. Okay, there we go. There we go. Fast ones. I remembered. Whoo! Okay, wow. That was good. That was real good. On to the next one. Whew. Okay, I've got a good feeling now. I've got a good feeling. Here it goes. I think it turns to the right. Yep. Whoa. Easy, easy, easy. Okay. Whew. I almost walked forward then, didn't I? Jeez, okay, a little bit faster, obviously going to turn to the right there. This is the big windy one, isn't it? Whew, okay, turning. Little bit of sprint action going on here. Whoa, big sprint. Jeez, that was close. We bumped into the wall at the end. Whew, okay, right, final level, the hardest of them all, and the fastest as well. But not by much, because it's only a few ticks. I need some real concentration here. Okay, this is actually my favourite one of all of them, because the red blocks on the corner, they really help. Yeah, this one actually might be a little bit too easy. Okay, I'm going to sprint there. I might adjust this one. Well, actually, I can't make adjustments once I've set a score, you know. So I've been thinking of this game as a time trial game, but I really think it's just about having fun. Because if you always go as soon as the blocks come out each time, we're talking about fractions of a second difference between each player if they survive each run. So when you're on your first go and you're standing back and you're watching where all the blocks go, then of course you're going to get a lesser score. But if you go every single time, we're talking about fractions of a second in which to get a high score. So this is kind of flawed, but I'm going to write my time in here. I got a score of 97 seconds. Seems like a lot of my projects end with a derp moment where I realise the whole thing might be redundant, but it's not the case here, because the hermits are going to have fun playing this, and that's the most important thing. If it turns out the time trials don't really mean too much, I'm fine with it. I had a whole bunch of fun doing this project, and it's time to move on. Next up, we're going to get our leather farm up and running today, and I've just got to say, the sight of this flying machine brings me joy. This was such an amazing project. And now we are very close to getting this thing up and running. So what we need to do is fill the bottom of this thing so that we have a level surface, which allows us to place blocks on top of it. Those blocks are of course going to be rails, and the rails are going to span the entire area, and then there's going to be 2 collection points. So those collection points are on this side over here. So we're going to have 1 minecart hopper for the whole of that side, 1 for this one over here, and then we will collect the items that we get over in this space. So that is the first thing that I'm going to build, is the collection system. With 1.14 having so many issues with minecarts, I've decided to add like an extra block of space just around the outside here. You might have noticed that. Anyway, here is our collection area. I have kind of tidied it up with stone, and apparently I missed a little bit of andesite over on the side there. This isn't a tidy up and make it look all pretty kind of project, right? I just want something functional over here because we're trying to get leather. So I am going to have like a viewing platform right here. We're going to put in some glass and have some windows, but it's all about collecting the leather from this collection system. And once again, we're just using the simplest bit of redstone ever, which is this stuff right here. So next thing for us to do now is go and place a whole bunch of mycelium and dirt directly above all of these rails. And in total, we're going to be using about 18 stacks of dirt and mycelium to cover up this space. And then on top of it, we can place some wither roses. We, my friends, have been visited, but we've also been visited by the derp, aka me. I am getting tired with myself and getting all the way into some big project and then finding some fundamental flaw. I could have swore you could place wither roses on mycelium. I'm clicking and you can't. So now I'm hoping that when they turn from dirt to mycelium, the wither rose will stay there, because that is the only way we can make a farm now out of this. I mean, look at this giant hole that we've dug out. Why? Why do I do this over and over again? I can't believe it. And it pops off. I feel like crying. This concept won't work here. Oh, I can't believe it. It would appear that I have taken out my frustrations on the local residents. Do you know what? When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. We can still build a farm here. I've just been a doofus and not realised that the wither rose doesn't get placed on the mycelium. It's okay. We'll just have to come up with some other concept here. Now this will mean a slower farm. The mushrooms aren't just going to spawn into immediate death and then have their items sucked up by a minecart hopper. We're going to use a flushing system to flush them out into a new 1.14 mechanic that can be used to kill them and cook the food, and then we can pick up all the items below with a chain of hoppers. That means that this doesn't get raised up in the world at all. It's going to stay at the same height, and of course height is linked to efficiency. Now I've got a whole bunch of rails down here that I don't just want to leave. I probably will leave the redstone blocks, and I was thinking about how can I get them all back. And again, these new mechanics in the game are fantastic. If I just drop myself down like this, then I can wander in and pick up all the rails using a bucket to wash them out. Fantastic, right? Look at me. Oh, so silly. I love it though. So what is the first new feature we're going to take advantage of here? It's on my hotbar. It's the campfire. I've invested a lot of logs into creating these. We've got enough for the whole farm, I think. And this is going to produce a lot of particle effects. That could be an issue. But the idea here is that the mushroom is going to get washed off with water down onto the campfire, and in theory they could walk back out again, so we'd have to leave the water extended for some time to stop them coming back out. But it doesn't take long for them to take damage and die, and then of course, because it's not a full block, the hopper's going to pick up the items and bring them to somewhere where we can pick them up. So this is pretty terrific. Let's go and place all of these hoppers and campfires. That is a lot of smoke right there. If I stand over in this area and look at all of it, it does get a little bit herky-jerky. That's fine though. Remember, this stuff is client side, so it's not going to put any strain on the server. And then over here we have this row of water sources going down the middle here, and this of course opens up to let the water go all the way to the edge on either side. So that will open periodically to flush out any cows that are spawning in the middle. And of course this is less spawning spaces than we would have had with the other system, and the killing method is slower, but it's all fine. So how do we get all of these trapdoors to open at once? The problem is that we need redstone to be on top of all of this. If we were to use repeaters, as I will do right here, and then we'll put down a power source, you're going to see that the trapdoors underneath those repeaters don't open. Oh yeah, they need to be on by default. That's kind of a big deal, right? Oh, so let's power it on so the water's all gone away again. So what we're going to do is just have all of this like so, and then we're going to power it from above. So this is how we get around the problem. If I have a redstone torch here, we power it all the way to the very back so everything closes. And of course up here we are going to be able to put in a repeater, so then the signal can come from over here and we can turn it on and off. And then the redstone torches we're going to add will control the redstone below. Look at that, mushroom cows! I'm about to wire up some redstone here and Doc has jumped into the nether, and I've been waiting for an opportunity to see when I'll be alone online, because then we should get the mushrooms spawning, and they are. And also a couple of them just wandered straight into the campfire, so that's interesting. They'll actually pathfind onto it looks like. But this is really, really promising. I was a little bit worried I might have overlooked something, but now that we have a farm design that works, the mushrooms are spawning here. This means we're going to get tons of leather. Yes, that's right. We're going to get lots and lots of leather. And what you're looking at here is what I've gotten in the waiting process. And while I was building the farm and mushrooms were spawning, I was using my looting sword. And so we've had a change of plan over here. Rather than killing them with the campfires, which is a cool way to do it, we're now going to use... What was that? We're going to use my sword. So as you'll see, the campfires have been removed and replaced with water streams. This is always so much nicer to see in the daytime, right? As you can see, we've got water streams to bring the mushrooms all the way down to this area right here. There is a classic problem, though, where you've got your soul sand elevator and you actually need a couple of mushrooms to nudge the next ones in. So that's a slight inefficiency. There's also the inefficiency of the mushrooms traveling all the way over to this point. Now, if that time spent traveling means that rates of spawning here are lower, then it's about how much more items does the looting sword give us, and I would bet that it's probably more. So I think this is the better way to do it overall. So we arrive up here at the top, and this is actually what I expected to see because I've been experimenting with the vines here. If we break that by one, they don't all get shuffled into a single area. So although you can use vines to stop the entity cramming, it also introduces some other unfavourable behaviour. So let's get rid of what's going on in there. Can I actually reach those vines? There we go. Now if we get rid of the vines, they should all drop on top of each other. Excellent. So I would obviously stand here AFK, just swinging my sword over and over again, and then we're going to get tons and tons of leather. Look at this, it's amazing. I love it. The redstone is really simple as well. We got an EFO hopper clock just to create a pulse every so often. Then we have repeaters powering these blocks, and what they all do is also power this line of redstone. So that is a pulse extender. It allows this comparator decay clock to work. So then that, of course, leaves the water extended for a while and then it goes back in. I think it needs a longer pulse though. Look, there's some real quirkiness going on here. I'm going to introduce a longer pulse and hope it fixed that. So that hasn't fixed the problem. Yeah, the power is still fluctuating, and then what we should see is this thing go crazy again. I think I made the problem worse, and I'm not sure how to fix that one. I think I figured out what the problem is. Yes, you need a repeater here, because the signal strength decays from where the blocks are being powered, so it's always going to be a full signal coming from all of this. Our next operation is to put light sources in here, because mushrooms are going to need light source 9 or higher to spawn, and at night time we've got 0. Now the optimal time to use this farm is when no one else is on the server, so no other mobs are loaded, well, passive mobs. And if I'm up there just AFK swinging away at my sword, then no one is sleeping in a bed and making time pass by. So for that reason we need some lighting in here as well. It is times like this that I'm thankful scaffolding doesn't get knocked over by water. This is making placing these lights so much easier. You, my friend, don't even know that you're about to get farmed, do you? And if you're wondering why these are 3 blocks high instead of 2, it's because the mushrooms can bob up and down in the water. Now that I think about it, mushrooms are 1.5 high. They all could have been 1 block lower. Whatever, it doesn't matter. No one else is on the server, it's a very hot day, I need a break, so it's time to do some AFK farming. So my friends, we have just discovered the one thing that can stop this farm from working. My auto clicker includes holding down right click to eat if ever I need to, and there was a wandering trader in there. So I've been not farming for a while, but here's the thing. Look at this! Oh my goodness me, we've got a red mushroom head. Oh my goodness me, it's filled all the way to the top. Does that include the hoppers? We almost filled it all the way up. That's incredible. That's from one AFK session. Oh, this farm is absolutely incredible. I'm so glad we switched to using a looting sword. Right, you lot get wrecked. So using my camera count, I also recorded our AFK action. You can see the mushrooms spawning, getting flushed off into the water streams, and because this I made some tweaks to the redstone timing, and I'll probably come back here and do that again in the future to try and make this farm even more efficient. But what a success has it been. Look at this. We've got a lot of leather, and I smell a leather shop on the horizon, but that's not something that we're going to do right now. What we will be doing is playing Iskall's new minigame known as Run, Random Unfair Nonsense. And we actually saw this getting finished earlier in the episode because it's right next to the floor is lava. And I spoke to Iskall, and it turns out he's putting his episode out just a little bit before this one goes out. So if you want to go see him build this game, and I'm sure get up to some other shenanigans as well, you can head over to Iskall's channel to check this one out. I've read through the rules. I think I've got an idea of how this works. It's called Random Unfair Nonsense, as we know. This game is all about randomness, patience, and skill. Please read the rules before playing, which I have done. We're only allowed to jump in the green section. We don't run and jump in the ice section. And obviously there's no pearls and all of that good stuff. So I've read through all of this, and I think the idea is that there are 3 challenges, but we can take a turn to the side, the left-hand side, and get a key. And the key gives us rewards. So it's all based around randomness, and there is a little bit of skill as well. Even the entrance fee is kind of random, right? So if I put one in here and press the button, does it open? Yes, okay, but I think sometimes that doesn't open. Alright, so this is our first room, the yellow room. I did kind of see that there were tripwire, but I think that's it. And then I can go, yeah, go left. Oh, I got another button to press. Oh, and I heard a sound. Is this where I got a key? Excellent. That's what I was reading in the book. Okay, I got a key. Right, and that's it? That's the end? Ah, I see. Okay. Right, then I can go up here and use my key, I believe. This is the bit I'm not so sure on. The rulebook says, do one at a time. Do I get a reward? I would like a reward. Yes! Oh! That's amazing! Oh, should I be looking in there? I like this. This is amazing. What am I going to get? Come on. Or do I get nothing? Oh no, I got something. We got a... Whoa! That's pretty amazing. A full shulker box of sand. And I've only spent 1 diamond on it. Iskall, I like your minigame. I like it a lot. Alright, let's give this one another shot. Are we going to get in? Is that... Yeah, okay, so this is it. Even the entrance is randomized. No. No, it's saying... Oh, that sand is costing me more diamonds. Oh, you got to be kidding me. This is a joke. Hey, okay, we get to go in now. Alright, so... Ah, okay, I get it. So that's what the tripwire... Right. Oh, jeez, I'm dead. Oh, I've got to put more diamonds in now. Okay, there's that tripwire. Let's... That didn't set it off. Oh, wait, but if I stand... Those ones didn't move, did they? Then I... Oh, we've beaten it. So we can walk through the first room every time. Right, and then that means we can go get a key. But there is this room as well. Now, this is the one where you're not allowed to run and jump on the ice. Why do I think that we're just... Do you know what I do know, though? I do know it's possible to do that. And that's not against the rules. I think I might have found a loophole. We know how to get to this room now. Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, we'll check out the green one because we know how to get here. Shouldn't there be a button there? I think Iskall might have made a mistake. There should be a button there. We're going to play the green room, and then I'll bring a button with me next time. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a button there. Okay, so this one we're allowed to jump in. We have jump boost in this area, I've noticed. And then we want to And I fell. I failed miserably. Ha! We have tricked that one. And I think you could technically do this without holding down shift. But you probably have to use F3. So even if Iskall adds a rule for like no shift here. Oh, I was actually standing on them. You might be able to get across without activating the pressure plates. I'm pretty sure this is just going to push you off into the hole, right? That looks really obvious. Anyway, here's my button. I would like to claim a prize, you know. I think that means we've got a prize. 3, 4. Oh, okay. All right. Well, last time we got an amazing prize from one key. That's super cool. That is super cool. All right, here we go. Does it open? It opened? That means... Right, does this mean I get a prize? Or is there a chance of a prize? That's what... This is hypnotic. I love it. Oh, we got another prize. Oh, goodness me. I got a rare again. Oh, this is the best. And I've got another 4 keys. Another 3 even. Well, for the amount of diamonds I've spent on this game so far, I would say this is totally worth it. Will we win again? I think the sounds are going to be different if we lose. We're going to hear like a dun-dun kind of sound. If that is even possible. We won again. Oh my goodness me! Jeez! Okay. 3 wins in a row. I'm loving this. Attempt numero 4. Will it open? Why do I get this feeling I'm going to win again? We've won again. It's a common. So that time, not as good. And key number 5, what shall ye yield? I do wonder. Why am I talking like this? Do we get anything? Yes, another one. It's a common. Sweet, I'll take it. Let's see if we can get through this green section again. Whoa, easy there. Okay, now a little bit of sprint and dash. Woo. And then once more. Ah, we didn't make it. So I've gone in and I've gotten another 2 keys. And we've gotten another common. A whole bunch of dirt. Brilliant. And the second key has yielded us... Ooh, yellow's good. Rare. Oh, my goodness me, look at all those bricks. Think of all the building we can do with that. Woo. Well, I have spent a stack of diamonds here on Iskall's minigame. I've been playing it over and over again, getting through those first 2 levels. And I've got myself 26 keys. Now, here's where things get crazy. I think all of this right here is probably worth about a stack of diamonds, right? And we're going to go and claim some more prizes. This is ridiculous right here. I'm pretty sure we have broken Iskall's game. Whoo! Oh, my goodness me. Oh, I'm liking that prize. That's amazing. Ooh, I don't think we've seen this colour before. We definitely haven't. We've hit the mega jackpot. Oh, my goodness me. That's a notch apple, isn't it, as well? Oh, that's excellent. I'm taking that. Ooh, another epic. Oh, my goodness me. Elytra wings times 5. Oh, that's absolutely amazing. We got another crazy one right here. Oh, goodness me. We are breaking Iskall's minigame, I'm pretty sure. Look at that. Unbelievable. If there is one prize I want to keep, it's this one. Beacons. And tons of iron as well. My goodness me, these are crazy prizes. Oh! That might be it. I think we've brought Iskall out. There's no more prizes left. Oh my goodness me. I, my friends, would probably pay 64 diamonds for just the shulker boxes alone. I think Iskall's game is a little bit broken and we have taken advantage of that. And I'm not going to keep any of this. It's absolutely hilarious. Oh my goodness me. I think we've found a couple of exploits in Iskall's game here. And yeah, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to put these all just in a chest somewhere nearby and let Iskall know. It is kind of hilarious though, right? That took me like half an hour to get all of that stuff. It probably took Iskall weeks to come up with all of those prizes and to build this game. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't have a bow. This whole time I've been hearing moaning and groaning. And it's all in his redstone. Oh. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, jeez. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Right, I've got to be super cautious. Well, this is the secure location. Apparently it's not very secure. I'm going to put all this stuff back in here. I'm going to put these in here as well. I've decided I'll use some iron bars here. That should make it pretty obvious that the game is currently closed. Oh dear. By the way, I have something amazing to show you somewhere in this area. I'm just doing a little bit of scouting at the moment. And I've spotted it. Can you see it? We're closing in on it. It's probably one of my favourite builds this season by Zombie Cleo. Master of the Armor Stand book. Oh yeah, check this out. It's all the hermits arriving in the 1.14 area. This is so amazing. Look at this. Look at Corrales there. Oh, I love it. This is so cool. This right here is the power of armor stands and why we have it on this season. That's so gorgeous. What an amazing build. Well done, Cleo. That is absolutely fantastic. Look, there's some floating blocks and a goldy thing with wings as well. Oh, that's just too good. This is too good right there. Oh my goodness me. Look at what Joe Hills has been up to over here. His roller coaster area is now looking really fantastic. I cannot wait till this project is finished. And I was also heading over in this area to check out the speedyways that we got over here. The project that Ren is working on. And apparently we're able to take up some of these pit stops now. I definitely want to claim them, but I don't see any like instructions lying around. I think the idea is that you have to speak to Ren. There is also a food truck here. Alright. That's pretty cool. Ooh, I wonder what the ingredient is. Pay what you want. Go on then. Let's find out. Right, I'm going to take a suspicious stew. And I need to run around a little bit. Here we go. What is it going to be? It's night vision. And it's gone. Oh, these are like a great idea, but they last so little that it seems completely pointless. The world's smallest theme park ride. How's this one work? Oh. Oh, okay. Wait, what? That's not quite what I was expecting. Maybe you hit the lever first. Then you go up there, into here. Come on, and then click on the lever. No? Oh, there we go. That's cool. I want to ride. Yes. Look at me. Oh, that's amazing. While we're bouncing up and down here, I thought I'd remind you that we did an AMA over on Reddit. That's now concluded. If you want to read all the questions and my answers, there'll be a link to the thread in the description box down below. This also prompted me to do a Hermitcraft specific related questions and answers. I think I'm going to do it as an individual episode. So hashtag Hermitcraft question in the comments down below. If you've got a question specifically related to Hermitcraft, I'm going to answer a bunch of those in an episode, which I thought would be a really cool thing to do. Ah look, False is checking out the build as well. I should probably get off of this thing now. This is where we're going to wrap up the episode. I hope you've been entertained. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like. As always, thank you so much for the support. And of course, make sure you're subscribed as we're getting very close to 1 million now. Thank you for watching, peeps, and I'll see you soon with another episode. And bye-bye.